You're a pedestrian that's hit by a car, you need to know who pays your medical bills. Once you know this, you can hopefully get your medical bills paid and try to get the highest personal injury settlement as possible. Stay tuned, watch the entire video so you can find out these things and see some real life cases. JZ helps a Florida injury law firm. I'm attorney Justin Ziegler. If you're a pedestrian that's hit by a car or most other motor vehicles in Florida, personal injury protection insurance is going to pay some of your medical bills. First thing to note is personal injury protection insurance may pay up to $10,000 of your medical expenses. It pays 80% of those medical expenses, but it only pays up to $10,000 if you're diagnosed. Essentially, the doctors at a hospital or your medical provider says that you have an emergency medical condition. If a doctor or the hospital does not say that you have an emergency medical condition, PIP insurance, if you're covered by it, again in Florida, is going to pay up to $2,500. An example of PIP paying up to $10,000 for your medical bills is assume you have a hospital bill of $12,500, or it could even be a doctor's bill. Like I said, PIP pays for 80% of the total bill. That would be $10,000. Now, PIP would only pay up to $10,000 or this $10,000 if, again, you're diagnosed with an emergency medical condition. And everything I'm discussing right now applies for Florida pedestrian accident claims. The 20% that PIP does not pay, you can, if you're entitled to medical payments insurance, that would be on an auto insurance policy, it would pay that 20% that PIP does not pay. And also, if you have health insurance, that would pay after PIP or medical payments coverage pays. If you're still left with out-of-pocket expenses, medical bills, you make that claim against the at-fault parties, the other driver, car owner, etc., who caused your accident. Keep in mind, if medical payments insurance pays for your medical bills, they're entitled to seek what's called a right of subrogation, and essentially whatever amount you agree to settle with the at-fault parties, medical payments is entitled to get a portion of that back. They have to reduce by your attorney's fees and costs if you hire an attorney. That's one black and white advantage of hiring an attorney, and if you're a pedestrian hit by a car. Let's assume that the hospital medical provider says that you do not have an emergency medical condition. In that case, if you're covered by PIP insurance, which is auto insurance, it's going to cover up to $2,500 of your medical bill. So if we take the same medical bill from the first example, a $12,500 bill, PIP would pay $2,500. You'd be left with $10,000. You can submit that to your health insurance, or if you have medical payments insurance, should pay the 20% that PIP did not pay. And then any other out-of-pockets, which would be the $10,000 in this case, you can claim against any at-fault parties. If your health insurance does pay for medical expenses, they're likely going to assert a right of subrogation again to get repaid from your total settlement with the at-fault parties. Now, in order for PIP insurance to pay a pedestrian's medical bills, the pedestrian needs to get medical treatment within 14 days of the accident. After day 14, PIP insurance doesn't have to pay 1 penny. So it's very wise, if you're injured or you think you're injured, to get medical treatment within those 14 days. You don't want to lose up to $10,000 in PIP benefits because you waited to get medical treatment on day 15. Now, thankfully, PIP insurance will pay your medical bills even if you're at fault. So let's say that you're walking in a crosswalk and you're hit by a car, but the car has a green light and you had the stop sign, you don't have the walk sign, and a police officer issues you a ticket citing you for fault. You still may be able to get PIP to pay the $10,000 regardless of fault. If you're covered by PIP, PIP will pay the $10,000, up to $10,000 if you have an emergency medical condition. That actually happened. That was the facts that happened from a case where I represented someone who was injured. She actually had a plate put in her face. She received the ticket for walking in the crosswalk, and PIP still paid $10,000. It was PIP through a motor vehicle that her husband owned. And we made a claim for $110,000 against the at-fault driver, and my clients had uninsured motorist insurance through her spouse's insurance policy. So uninsured motorist is also another source, assuming PIP, that you don't have PIP left, or medical payments insurance, or assuming the at-fault party doesn't have enough insurance or you don't have any health insurance. Uninsured motorist insurance pays above all of those insurances. In order to make a PIP claim, you can either call or write to the auto insurer that covers you for PIP. You're gonna need to likely give them a statement. You have a requirement under the law to give the PIP insurer a statement, but you're gonna wanna get that claim set up as soon as possible so you can give that claim number to all the medical providers that you treat with. I hope you got a lot out of this video. Please comment and let me know your thoughts. Please subscribe to our channel. Please like the video. I'm attorney Justin Ziegler. My office is in Miami. I just skimmed the surface on medical bills in regards to a pedestrian being hit by a car or motor vehicle. There's many exceptions to what I said, but I'm just giving you pedestrian medical bills 101. Have a great day.